From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, Tolbert, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Now Thompson. And he fins it, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
2nd down and goal. Thompson, his pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Ready. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. To me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Niners at 6 and 2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
Okay, and I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On play action, Lance. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ready? 2nd down, here's Davis-Price. And able to work his way down to the 16. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Shot 17, glasses 6.
Lance now on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Handoff right side, Davis Price. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Ty Davis Price with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more system. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. Lance now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready?
A give left side for Davis Price. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Davis Price. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On 2nd and goal, Lance to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Now Lance going to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle. And he does so and picks up positive yardage.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down. Here's Thompson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
3rd and long. Thompson trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Finding Graham on the slant. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action. Thompson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. The 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Throwing on first down is Lance. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down and goal. Lance. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Davis Price. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Ty Davis Price in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down now, Tolbert, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. First down, Thompson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. On second and goal, Thompson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on third and goal. Hubbard is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Lance looking to throw it. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
1st down. Here's Thompson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 37. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. 1st and 10. Here's Thompson. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Thompson will look to the air on 1st down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Thompson on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Thompson to throw on 2nd down. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Thompson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ready. Blue check. Stay.
They'll give this to Davis Price running right. Oh, nice move. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Running left, Davis Price. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Thompson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. 3rd and long, Thompson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. On 2nd down, Tolbert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Thompson. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. Touchdown, L.A. 2-2 Atwell. 70 yards. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Take it in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Davis Price is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down and goal. Lance. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Now Lance. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's Thompson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Thompson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Opposite, green.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. His throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Cornell Powell there. And it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Powell on the catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30.
Ready, go!
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend.